Hey, to the y'all family, at this time, may the peace of y'all come upon you. Brothers and sisters, I'm about to do another very important video at this time. It's part 2, yes. Who is Yashael Yah, leader of today, brothers and sisters? It's very important that we go into this, into the scriptures at this time, brothers and sisters. At this time, we're coming from, and we're going to look at the prophet Zechariah, right there. See, Zechariah right there. It's very important. See the name Yah. I'm reading from this translation at this time called the scriptures at this time, brothers and sisters. So in the translation, you can see and verify the name of the Creator, like it should have been in all translations. See Yah right there. This right here confirms the prophet Daniel chapter 9 verse 19, and the people of Yah bears his name, Zechariah. See, bears his name, the name of the Creator, right there by none, second to none. So with that, I want to show you something before I get into this message that is so to the utmost important, and why we don't have a leader today at this time. That's why I named this, who is our leader today? We have none as our leader today, brothers and sisters. But y'all say he's going to raise up shepherds to teach his people, his flock. Yes. So, in that time period, brothers and sisters. But right now, today, we bear records of the words of Yah. Yes. Of the laws, the Torah, and the prophecies of Yah. The words that he was given to the prophets concerning our time period and the time past and what can take place in latter times. And we're at the latter time, which is the end time of captivity, and also into the future when we get back home into the land. And how we're going to rule the earth at the time period. And all the nations going to be drawn up unto us to hear the words of Yah. So I want to show you something. I got into the name. This is the how they have the spell. It could be off a little bit, but this close enough. Zechariah, the name of the prophet. It showed the name of the Creator, Yah. Just like we got the words that our ancestors came over with here, Kumbaya, help Yah, because they have been oppressed. So right here, I'm going to go over this the translation. Translated word. They got Zechariah. See how they had Yah? They got I-A-H. It's not right here. Y-A-H. Yah. Brothers and sisters. See, so that's how you'll see it in most of the prophet names and many names that have I to hide the name of the Creator. And so I want to show you something else real quick before I get into the lesson. Right, that is very important. So I got Yehuda. One character could change the whole meaning and apply to something else other than the Creator. That's what you always got to remember. If they change one character, one alphabet, it changed the whole meaning, brothers and sisters. That's what you call suppressing in the minds of the people, to turn you in another way, to get you to pronounce in another way, so therefore you're not honoring the Creator. So always remember that that's what you call blasphemy. So right there, see how they got, I just wanted to point that out to you, how you can see it in a lot of scriptures and translations. That's how they do it. Even in this translation, they tell you. See right here the 4 characters? The modern Hebrew. The 4 characters, they got Yah, they got Yod, Hey, Wad, Hey. But the first 2 is the Creator, Yah. But the other 2, right there, it could be, and people add the vowel points there in between, and you can pronounce it so many different ways. So that's not the name of the Creator. The name of the Creator is Yah, just like in the name right here. That's whole. It's Yod Hey with the vowel point that pronounced in English Yah. That's how you write it, so you can pronounce it in English Yah. But the Creator name is Yah. But when you write it in that form right here in English, it's Yah. But you can spell it in the Hebrew this way. This is the modern Hebrew, but you can take any Hebrew in any language and spell out the name of the Creator. But it will always be pronounced the same. So always remember that, brother. I just wanted to point that out to you. So you see it better yet. Let me go there real quick. to show in the book of Daniel right here. To verify the name of the Creator, to get into know what the prophets. So you got to know what the writers said, the prophets of old that was inspired by Yah and moved by Yah, and Yah revealed to them the plans of Yah, brothers and sisters. So keep that in mind, that we will have this knowledge as well in latter times that Daniel talk about, that was going to be given to us when knowledge is going to increase, so we can know who to return to and how to get back home. And where is our home? So now right here, I'm adding this in the video. I wasn't intending to, but right here, see how they got oh Yah, hear oh Yah, and forgive. This is Daniel plea to Yah to hear and to forgive his people, because that was during the time period when it was in captivity in Babylon, Bethel. He said, oh Yah, listen and act, and do not delay for your own sake. They got Elohim, but it's my BARA, the Creator, for your own city. See, the city is called Yashalom. He said, for your city and your people are called by your name. See, very important. So right there, that's where you can see, and it'll give you where to find the Creator name, in the name of Yah people, in the city and his people. Of course, you know now the Jews went in there, the Ashkenazim, the Khazars went in there, and changed it and called it Jerusalem, further from the truth. Yah's name is not Jew, so keep that in mind. So we got to be on point in all things, brother and sister, dealing with the words of Yah, or you can find yourself being under deception and deceiving others. It's simple. It's in the name right here. It's always been in the name right there. I put the emphasis on it so you can think about this. It's so simple, but people say it can't be too curved because they teach you this right here. Even this translation, that's what I wanted to say. They said they weren't going to get into. If you go back and read right here, if you read at this point in this particular book, they got restoring of the name, and they plainly tell you they weren't going to get into the scriptural debate because of this right here. Let me show you a little bit to point this out. Let me get my hands on it real quick. My finger on it. It said this has been variously pronounced as Yahweh, 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 Yah. Oh, that's a Yahoo, Yahweh, Yahweh, etc. See, on you know all the other names, Yahuwah, Yahweh, Yahweh. Variants pronounced all of them different ways. They talk about right there. See, the four tetragram or as. See how they got the or as. See, that's the confusion. They can say it could be this or that. This what the archaeological findings give you, brothers and sisters. And our ancestors, our families today jumped on a hook, line, and sinker, brothers and sisters. But they don't go to the prophet to verify what the prophet said. It's in the name. It's always been in our name. For a long time, we didn't know there were slave records with the original names of the Hebrew people. And then now you can go there. I'm going to put this down real quick and show you. You can go there, brothers and sisters, and verify for yourself. Brothers and sisters, let me pick this back up real quick. You can go there and verify for yourself, like right here. See, they call it transatlantic slave trade data voyage. You go ahead and they give you a whole bunch of names. I typed in Yah to try to verify. Okay, is any Africans, the known called Africans, had the name of Yah in it. I was looking for this information. So right here, when you go there, you'll find a whole list. It go through the ID. They get ID numbers, names, age, height, sex, origin, voyage ID, ship name, the arrival, the debarkment, the embarkment when they got on, and the disembarkment, and all these things they give. So you go here, a whole list of names with Yah. Yahu. Right down to this list. I don't want to get deep into this, because I got into deep into them. They're gonna scan down the names I received from this database right here. They get into the names, brothers and sisters. Even our answer to make it so convincing and proving, Yakuba. The whole 12 tribes ancestor name was Yaakov. Yakuba. They spell it a couple of different ways. Yaakov. Yakuba. Even they got a movie and it came Yakuba. It was talking about dealing with the 12 tribes. Right here. It was a 13-year-old boy. So that's that, brothers. So I don't want to get too much into that. That's right. So let me cover this so I can get into the message. I didn't even get into the message yet. But I got to include this in part of the message because the name of the Creator is so significant and important to our people. So right here, they said they weren't going to get into the scripture debate. So I gave you these names and said, we have chosen not to enter the pronunciation debate. See, I'm giving you to it in their own words in this translation, brothers and sisters. So they said they weren't going to get into the debate. You see that? That's what they said, brothers and sisters. They said, but rather give the name exactly as it appears in the unappointed Hebrew. You see that? Unappointed. This wasn't even appointed by Yah or the Hebrew. Why would they say the unappointed Hebrew? They know it's something. They hiding something. They know somebody else hears something. That was in the unappointed Hebrew text. That fly over many, many people's heads right there. Remember, also, we got many Hebrew people. Even Esau was a Hebrew. So they could just mention the term Hebrew. That ain't got nothing to do with the ones y'all chosen. Esau is Hebrew. Always remember that, brothers and sisters. Abraham was a Hebrew. Yishai, who was they called Isaiah, was a Hebrew. Jacob, when they called Jacob, who was Yaakov. Yada. Is a Hebrew, brothers and sisters. So keep that in mind. Now, with that said and done, we cover that point, brothers and sisters. 12 minutes into the video. But it was very important that I do that. Because to establish all things and of the faith is the Creator. We always got to remember that. We got to know the BARA name, the Creator name. How can you have a faith and you don't even know the name of the one who gave the faith to you? Brothers and sisters. So that is established. But you got to trust Yah. And I show you some information that you can see how they do these things. Right from their own right. This is not even my words. But I just repeat the word. All I am is a witness to what I see. And what I hear. Brothers and sisters. I give it to you. This is your brother speaking to you, brothers and sisters. So at this time we're going to come. Who is Yashael Yah? Known today as Hebrew leader today. None of them. None of them. None of them before. And no one to present at this date, brothers and sisters. So right here, we're going to get into the words of Yah. In chapter 10 of Zechariah, I'm going to go with his real name. Right here. That shows, includes the name of Yah. So it says, ask Yah for rain in the time of the latter rain. It's a Yah who makes storm clouds. He gives them showers of rain and plant in the field and to everyone. So right here it says, for the household idols spoke emptiness, and the diviners saw falsehood. The one that claimed that they could tell the future saw falsehood. And relate dreams of deceit. See, these are the diviners that do these things. That have the household idols that can't even speak. They comfort in vain. It said, therefore, they have wandering about like sheep. See? They are afflicted. For there is no shepherd. See what I said? There is no shepherd. He said, my wrath burned against the shepherds. You see what Abiyah said? Because of their sins of our nation, he burned against it. So he was giving the prophet this revelation to give to the people that the ones that were doing all this falsehood teaching and leading the people astray, they are not the leaders. See? They disqualify themselves from leadership. That's why, how can we have a leadership, the one they call Martin Luther King, Malcolm X? They did not know the way of Yah. People claimed they were self-proclaimed leaders, and people claimed them as leaders because they got the spotlight in America. It was in a whole lot of European face. But now we got knowledge. And now we can see they weren't now leaders. And they weren't the great ones of our people like people thought they was. No. He said, and I lay a charge against the leaders. See, this time of old. He removed our leaders back then that knew of Yah. But they turned for Yah. See, he said, I will lay charge against the leaders. For Yah of hosts shall visit his flock. See, he's talking about his nation at that time. So he's going to visit his nation. The house of Yada. They got Yahuda, but it's Yada. And make them like his splendid horse in battle. It's very important right here, brothers. Abiyah said he's going to visit us. Now he's talking about this time. Because Abiyah is bringing warriors and raising up warriors is raising in the nation of Yada. So let me go through this with you. These are the words of Yah that came to Zechariah. Yah. He said, splendid horses in battle. This figuratively speaking, but he's talking about like horses is strong. We're going to become like horses, strong in battle. Fearless. It said, from him comes the cornerstone. See, from Yada come the cornerstone. Right here. From him, the tent peg. See, that stabilized. The tent, it made me think about when I was putting up my tent and you dry that tent peg in the ground and hold the whole tent in place. So he become the stabilizer to the nation. A whole 12 tribes. That's what Abiyah telling you right there from the prophets. See, like a tent peg, from him, the battle. Bow. From him, every ruler together. See, he's showing that every ruler is coming from Yada. That's from the mouth of the prophet. Together. He said, and they shall be like mighty men. You see that? Not soft men or homosexuals, but like mighty men who trample down the mud of the streets in the battle. So we going to war at that time. That's all I show you. It's going to be a time for the war for our nation. Must be assembled together. Remember Ezekiel chapter 37. Can he dry bones live and rose up a exceedingly huge army? So take that to mind. It's, and they shall fight because, see, we're going to fight again. So not let nobody, all these brothers coming out with soft notes and speeches, hide and stuff, don't even know the scriptures, brother and sister. Trying to keep you complacent, trying to keep you soft like Christianity, all the other religions show you to be. Y'all said, y'all gonna fight again. That's no lie, brother and sister. I don't sugarcoat nothing on y'all news. Because we are in order of Yah at this time, brother and sister, if you know it or not. To come back together again. He said, and they shall fight because, they're giving a reason, Yah is with them. You see that, brother and sister? Because Yah is with us. A long time why we didn't fight, and the European people been doing all of this mess to us. That's why they don't want you to know Yah. Look at that name. They don't want you to know Yah. Brothers and sisters. That's why they even changed our song from pleading out to Yah to Kumbaya, hear my Lord. See, they put the emphasis on Lord and got you to not even know. People hear that in church today and still don't know the Creator name is Yah and Kumbaya, which means it was a phrase, help Yah. You couldn't find it in strong concordance if you didn't know the right words to look up, like Kum, Q-U-M. Because they hooked it with a K. They gave you a K. They gave you a K when it was Kum, which means help. Then Ba, which means making a request to who? Yah. Kum Ba Yah. You put it all together. Kum Ba Yah. Help request to Yah. Requesting your help, Yah. That's what they was doing. They were pleading out to Yah for help. Brothers and sisters. So they added to it. Yes. And made it a campfire song. That's what you can find when you get on and do your research. It was a great campfire song. People joking around playing with it. Because they knowing they hiding the name of the Creator right in your face. Brothers and sisters. That's what they done. Remember Abiyah said that people probably because of lack of knowledge. For a long time we had the lack of knowledge. What even was the name of the Creator. It was right there in our face. They were teaching in church. Showing that the church is a bunch of liars as well. Always been. Always going to be, brother and sister. Some brothers will take one truth they give you and make it sound, and to other minds they'll make it seem like the church is great. That's false. So they are a mixture. Still lead you into the ditch and keep you in captivity. So with that, brothers, let me get my place. He said, and they shall fight because Yah is with them. I lift up this banner to show you the name of the Creator. It was very important because Abiyah inspired to do all of these things. Because Yah is with them. Emmanuel Yah. And that's how it would have been in Hebrew right then. That's why I was saying Emmanuel Yah. Yah is with them. Yah is with them. Emmanuel Yah. And the rider on horses shall be put to shame. He said, and I shall make the house of Yah, there it goes again. Or you can say tribe of Yah, the house of Yah, mighty. So keep that in mind. And save the house of Yasef. See, to say the house of Yasef, we're going to get into it. And I shall bring them back. See, when he's saying saving the house of Yasef, Manasseh and Ephraim came from Yasef, and Ephraim was the leader of the northern nation. So you always got to put that in mind. Can the two sticks become one? And Yahweh said yes. So take that to heart as well. It's a Yasef right there, the house of Yasef. And I shall bring them back because I have compassion on them. He calls Abiyah compassion, his mercy. Even though we didn't deserve it, but he said it, he made his promise to Abraham. And Abraham obeyed him. So keep that in mind because his compassion, his kindness on them. And they shall be as though I had not pushed them aside. You see that? For I am Yah. They're BARA. They got Elohim, which is a plural form, which means the word Elohim applied to anything that has strength. But people label this word as strength, but it's applied to, if you really look up in its truest meaning. So it's BARA, the Creator. And I answer them. See, and obviously he will answer us. It's and Ephraim, remember, Yahself, Ephraim is the seed of Yahself, and Ephraim shall be as a mighty man. You see that? Ephraim, the whole nation, the whole northern nation. He said, and their heart shall rejoice as if, and their heart shall rejoice as if with wine. And their children shall see, you're going to see all of these things come to pass and rejoice and be glad. Now, see, you got to have something to rejoice about, family. When all these things come, you see these things developing and coming past one after another thing, because that's what's going to go down in our time. Now, see, it's going down now. The awakening. The rally going to kick in. When people hearts get into Yah and have this knowledge, this Ruach of Yah. See, the Ruach is the spirit of Yah. That's why he told Ezekiel, Hezekiah, to speak to them. See, speak in the spirit. Let me go there real quick, brother and sister. Ezekiel chapter 37. To show you. So you can see this. Ezekiel 37, 10, verse 10 right here. Give me a moment. Let me slide my scriptures over. We're going to read it together. And I prophesied, see, he prophesied, he spoke the words of Yah as he commanded, see, as Yah ordered him. Ordered me. And the spirit came into them. You see that? See, he spoke the words of Yah, the prophecy, and the spirit, the knowledge came into him. That's what he tells me. This knowledge came into, the knowledge is power, energy, power, knowledge. The wisdom that comes from Yah. It's a part of Yah. See, the whole earth got a living part of Yah, Ruach, the spirit of Yah, that gave us life, that fire that burned in us. That's from Yah. That's a Ruach. Then we also have the knowledge of Yah, that come in this wisdom that comes from Yah, to tell us what to do, where to go. That's the Ruach of Yah. So that's what I did. Then I make sure I read everything. He said, let me read it again. And I prophesied as he commanded me, and the spirit came into them, and they lived and stood up their feet. Some can say on their feet, a very great army. Think about that, brothers and sisters. Time for war. So, brothers and sisters, but it's time for a unity and gonna be a joy. Like I said, the children gonna rejoice, but we got work to do, brothers and sisters, because I'll tell you that later in later video. But let me finish this all, brothers and sisters. It's very important. You see that. Now I gotta find. Give me a moment to find my place right. Ephraim. And Ephraim shall be as a mighty man, and their heart shall rejoice as if with wine, and their children shall see and rejoice, and their heart exalting Yah. See, they heart exalting Yah. They heart, remember the heart. The heart is very important. Your heart, I'll say we got to love him with all our heart, and then he's going to deliver us from captivity, brothers and sisters. That's why I tell you to rally with me, but your heart got to be right. You ain't going to rally with me anyway till you trust Yah. Till you trust Yah's words, then you will rally with me and with all the other brothers and sisters that know the true words of Yah. Then Yah say he's going to deliver us, brothers and sisters. But not until that time. So how long as you take to get your heart there, your mind to trust Yah, so we get into your heart, and then you will move with the fire of Yah, and we all will come together, and then Yah say he gonna give the nation a sign to help us get home. That's how we get home, brothers and sisters. That's the plans of Yah. I'm revealing to you right now in your ear, if you can catch it and hear it. So right here, 7, and Ephraim, I read that part right here. Let me sure I get my place again. And their heart exalt in Yah. And I shall whistle for them and gather them. See, whistling. Give me a moment. Whistling, brothers and sisters. Yah is whistling to you. He's calling you by his word. He's whistling to you. How he always whistling to you? Remember I just read to Ezekiel, Hezekiah. And he prophesied unto the dry bones. I did the best I can at that time, brothers and sisters. I'm still working with my shofar. I don't use it enough. So I gave you a small example, brothers and sisters. The shofar has been blown once again with y'all people, brothers and sisters, to call our people back together to y'all, brothers and sisters. It's very important at this time. So right here in the words of Yah, he said, I shall whistle for them and gather them, for I shall ransom them. See, he the only one can redeem us and buy us back, which he's doing now through his words. And they shall increase as they once increased. You see the words of y'all brothers and sisters right here? He said, though I sold them among the people. See? He said, though y'all sold them, he's saying, though he sold us among the people, he showed that to the prophet. So carry y'all. Is though I sold them among the peoples. See, he sold us, which is planted. Put us as captives among the people. They shall remember me. You see that? Showing you, among the people, we should remember Yah. And that's what's going on now, brothers and sisters. Kumbaya. In places far away. Is that not true today, brothers and sisters? Kumbaya, Todaya. The words of Yah going out. We're going to remember Yah. And now our minds begin to be open. This ain't no coincidence, bro. This is no fairy tale. This is nothing made up. You see that all over the internet. Our people is waking up, brothers and sisters. And once again, saying Yah. Out of all the other names was overshadowing everything at one time. Through it all the religions. Whose name is suffering through all of this? The fourth tetragram of the time. Through all of these things, Yah, it was always been in our name. The greater hidden thing right there, brothers. We're all in it before our eyes, but we couldn't see it with blind teachers. That will tell you, when you got blind teachers, you cannot see plain truth. Words of Yah. In the book, a translation can be right in your face. The book can be in your face. You can't see it. Our people been saying Kumbaya for over 100 years now. Hundreds of years now. Since they came here. And didn't even know what it means. Some of the early ones that the brother knew. But a lot of them got killed. All of them died off. And that to come to the point, others stopped saying it by force or fear. So that force is still fear. If you're fearing that force, you're allowing something to suppress you. See, by suppression, the name of the Creator, Yah, got suppressed. Brothers and sisters. It only took a few bold ones, and some bold ones, not even of our nation, to put the name of the Creator back into the scripture. That's what took place, brothers and sisters. If you want to believe it or not, even some courageous ones, we might not even care for them. But believe me, they aided into the work of Yah. That's how we got these translations, brothers and sisters, in our hands. You got to think about that too. He said, I shall whistle for them and gather them. For I shall ransom them, and they shall increase as they once increased, like before. When our people increased in the land of Mizraim, what they call Kemet, Egypt. Okay, it's a though I sold them among the people, they shall remember me in places far away, and they shall live together with their children. See, again, we're gonna live together with our children, and they shall return. You see that? Together with their children, they shall return, show that we're coming back home. And they shall bring them back from, excuse me, he said, and I shall bring them back from the land of Mizraim and gather them from Asher and bring them into the land of Gilead and Lebanon until no more room is found for them. See, Abiyah doing these things, brothers and sisters. He's going to bring us, he said he's doing it, but the way Abiyah doing it, see, Abiyah tell you he do a lot of things. But it is still he doing it, but he used other people of this earth to play part in doing it. He put it into their heart and their mind to help. Just like Abiyah said, I'm going to bring them out of Mizraim. He told Moshe, go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. See? He said, I'm going to do all of these things. So he brought all of these plagues to them. Pharaoh never saw Abiyah physically, but he saw the power of Yah manifesting in his land. So he let the people go. The same thing Abiyah doing today with his people. It's him doing it. It's his power, his might. His words went out into the earth through the mouths of the prophets. Down to us today to act, to do, to obey. To do all the things that he said do, brothers and sisters. That's Abiyah doing it. Brothers and sisters. You got to know these things. How Abiyah works. So right here, he said, and he shall pass through the sea. See, the sea also mean the nations of distress. See, of distress. Distress, the troubled time, the distress that is on the earth through the sea of distress and strife. And strike the waves of the sea. You see that? And all the depths of the rivers shall dry up. And the pride of Asher shall be brought down. See? Of the nation, they got the pride of Asher going to be brought down. And the scepter of Mizraim be taken away. You see that part of the see the scepter, the power, the king. That's why Mizraim Kim ain't got no power. That ought to took place. She got no power. He said, and I shall make them mighty in Yah, see, talking about his nation, so that they walk up and down in his name, declares Yah. See that? How we going to be walked up and down in the name of Yah, declares Yah in the name, in his name. That's why I put the emphasis on his name, brothers and sisters. Because that's why obviously, even when we get back home, even on the bells of the horses, they're going to have Kodesh to Yah. Everything was centered around Yah. That's what even the Exodus it is called in Hebrew, Aliyah. Exalting back to the Mount of Zion, back to Yah. Everything's centered around Yah. You can't get around the name of Yah. I'm telling brothers this and sisters. But they still hook, line, and single on the tetragrammaton. It's it. I prove to you, even they book. You only gonna find it in books, brothers and sisters, in rocks and stones somewhere. They put on the for tetragrammaton to deceive you. It's many names, even Hebrew names, brothers and sisters. You can find 4 characters. Look into these things right here, brothers, like this. Ya'u. Brothers and sisters. All of these different names, brothers and sisters, that carry the name of Yah. Right here. This has come from unknown of our ancestors that came as slaves, was on these boats. Could be in the 1500s, 1600s. See that right there for tetragrammaton all day long, but somebody's name right here was a woman. She was, her height was 62 inches. She was 28 years old. Right here, Yahweh right there. Y, there go the Y, there go the H, there go the W, there go the O. See? Many four characters, brothers and sisters. Right there in your face, the four tetragrammaton. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the vowel points, the A, the O, Yahweh. She 28, 6.2 inches, a woman, brothers and sisters. Right here. I want to show you this before I close out, brothers and sisters. I showed you enough for today. Toda Yah. Right here. They show you right here. See under the name right here. Yahu. We got in Yah there, but I'm going to go with Yahu. 26, 6'9". Look at some of the ages. This is one of the older brothers, 38. But majority of these people, I'm going to go to ages right here. See, you got age. We're young. They tuck in captivity. Because they think about labor, work, see, even down to different age, 7, 11. So you look at the thing about the parents crying for the 14, 11, 13, 26, teenagers, 9. This one didn't even reach teenage year according to the standards of America. A girl. They didn't discriminate and use it for all different reasons, brothers. You can imagine that crying on the boat to suffer. Right here, I want to show you. Origin. Ebu. They knew these people was Hebrews. See, Ebu, Hebo, right here. You got y'all name in there all day long, and different. They got a bunch of them. They got someone from Calabar, different place. Ebu, right there. See, brothers and sisters, it's no coincidence, brothers and sisters. This is not a coincidence at all, brothers and sisters. The name of the Creator is Yah. These records was keep for latter days, for this time. They didn't even know, but European people kept records and account. That's why you think they throw some of them in the history book. They teach you these things in their schools. They keep track of records, where they came from. This, because these things had to be reported. This is how they got paid. See, documentation is how they got paid. Always remember that, brothers and sisters. This was a big time business, brothers and sisters. Big time. So they had to keep records. Because that's how people got paid back then, brothers and sisters. This was cargo in their eyesight. They called it 2/3 of beans, brothers and sisters. We was no better than sugar to them. And corn and rum. Tobacco. On the market. Why do you think they got a record that bro like to talk about? They brought 20 to to Jamestown, Virginia. In 1619. And brothers want to make believe that was a prophecy of a 400-year prophecy, start of it. That's falsehood too. I just brought that in to show you how they kept records. They got the records of the 20s. You know they got the records of the name. They didn't know how significant it was going to be, or they would have totally destroyed that data. They didn't know this was going to come back and bite them one day. And that our people would see the name of their mighty one. The name of their Creator, brother and sister. It's right here. 4 tetragrammaton. Brothers and sisters. But that's not the name of the Creator. Yahweh is Yah. See? That's 4 characters all day long. I would tell you, it's a phrase. It's 4 characters that it could be phrased in many ways. You can put many different vowel points there. In between. Like they done. See? To bring it forth a meaning. Yahweh. That's a 28-year-old woman. You see, brothers and sisters, right there. A lot of people come with a 4 tetragrammaton, like I showed you in the scriptures. I ain't gonna go back there. I'll go back there. I show you in the scripture right here. Don't even know how to pronounce it. That could be Yahweh right there. See? But it's a woman. Referring to a woman that got a meaning. I don't know the meaning of Wah, but you got to look into that. But right there, see, they don't know the pronunciation. It could be any pronunciation, whatever you dream. I'll show you in their book, brother and sister. Let me close out with that, brother and sister, on that note. That brothers may do their homework right here. They got YHWH or as YHWV. They know it's all the different variations, brother and sister. And then brothers will put it like this. See, this how they got this from the European people doing this as well. See, they got right here. So they come up with all the different combinations, etc., which means add on the rest of them with it. Right here, brother and sister. All the different combinations come from this. Brother and sister, and then I'll show you that. Right there. That was a woman. So do your homework, brother and sister. It's that important, brother and sister, that return back to Yah and obey Yah's words. He revealed the thing through the prophets of Yah from our own people. And our people don't even listen to their own people. That's why you go off with this right here. And further confound and confuse your people to the people don't even want to even use the name of the Creator. Because they don't know which one. It could be all this or that. It's none of them but Yah. But that, I say, Todah Yah.